Back at it for the bottom of the 8th inning in Game 3, the deciding contest of the Top of the World Playoffs semi-final game. The Miners lead 4-2. They've got their 4, 5, 6 hitters due up, and Caden Carpenter, Maddox Haley, and Nolan Tucker. With Austin Barrick, I'm Jesse Cook. Nick Costello back on the bump for a lefty-lefty matchup. The league MVP on the hill, into the windup, he fires. Hefty swing and miss behind the fastball. Carpenter is 1 for 2. He tripled last time up to bring around Matsu's second run. 0-1 count. Costello winds and fires. Curveball misses high and away. Ball 1. Costello has some major league blood in his family as he fires the 1-1. Fastball high and away, called a strike. 1-2 count at the belt. His cousin Ryan Creedler is in the Tigers organization, debuted last season. He's rehabbing from a hernia surgery right now in single A. 1-2 from the windup. Swing and a corkscrew down the left field line. Fair ball on the ground. Carpenter is aboard with a single, and the Miners have a man on with nobody out, up by 2.
Remember earlier when I said that Carpenter doesn't really go opposite field for base hits? Well, he just proved me wrong, and that is a crucial leadoff single right there. I really believe that Matsu needs to score at least one run to feel comfortable heading into the top of the 9th.
They do have lefty reliever Mario Bejarano warming up in the bullpen. Caden Carpenter is one of the best guys you'll want on base. He's second on the team in steals with 6. Maddox Haley is up at the plate. He's 0 for 1. He's walked twice, though. First pitch to the righty. Fastball low and away, called a strike. 4-2 the Miners lead in Game 3. The winner of this game moves on to the championship round against the Glacier Pilots. It's the bottom of the 8th inning. There's nobody out. Matsu has a runner on first. Lefty on the bump, righty at the dish. Costello takes a deep breath, looks over at first, kicks and deals. Haley swings and sends it high over the backstop, foul. And it is almost alarming that Costello is throwing left-handed against Haley because we saw him in his warm-up pitches dealing with his right hand as well. A genuine Pat Venditti or Gerangelo Cinte.
Apparently he pitched with both against the Chinooks over the weekend.
That's right. 0-2 count for Haley. Costello kicks and deals. Checks swing on a curveball high. It missed and Haley didn't go around. That moves the count to 1-2. Maddox Haley has scored a run today, which bodes well for Matsu. He's only gone without a hit or a run in 5 games this season, and in those 5, the Miners are winless. Costello resettles, glove at the shoulders, all-white mitt with red lining. He throws over to first. Carpenter is back standing. It's difficult for the Oilers to warm anyone up right now because their only pitcher available for this game was their starter, Mose Hayes. Nick Costello is on because he was the designated hitter and they could warm him up while on defense. Ty Thomas is the only arm left. The pitch. Swing and a miss behind the fastball, low and away for out number 1. So Haley goes down by way of the K for the first time today. And circling back to Ty Thomas, he is their third baseman. So unless they've got another substitution up their sleeve with no batters available, he's going to have to warm up while the Miners are on defense and his Oilers are up at the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup now with Nolan Tucker. He sent a lethal double in his last time up. Costello comes set. He kicks and fires. Swing and a pop-up third base side, foul ground. Thomas looks over his shoulder. He chases after it, and it's just in front of him, foul on the grass. That moves the count to 0-1. And Tucker's bat has seemed just like it has a little bit more juice in it lately.
Yeah, he's been swinging a really good bat. He's got that on-base streak going as well. He's up to now 13 straight games reaching base.
He's got 3 RBIs in this postseason, one of them today. He opened up the series with a 2-run single. The 0-1. Swing and a cut foul off to the left side, out of play, an 0-2 count. Tucker is 1 for 3 today. That RBI double in the last time he was up back in the 6th inning. But other than that, it's been a pair of pop-outs. In these playoffs, Tucker is 3 for 8. The best mark of anyone on the Miners roster. Runner on first, one away. The 0-2. Swinging a sharp liner through to right field on the ground. Carpenter rounds second. He chokes for third. Helfrich picks up, fires across the infield over to third base. Not in time. Tucker takes second in the chaos. Mat-Su has two men in scoring position with just one away here in the bottom of the 8th inning, leading 4-2.
Nolan Tucker, a great hit and a great heads-up play to read the throw by Helfrich and scamper over to second base. Now you got two runners in scoring position, and it avoids the easy, traditional double play threat.
The infield walks in for left-handed hitting Sebastian Tomerlin. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. Tomerlin is hitless today. He reached on a hit by pitch last time up, but other than that, he's flied out twice. Costello takes a deep breath, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. The message for Tomerlin here is likely just get the ball to the outfield. You've got one of the fastest guys in the game on third base in Caden Carpenter.
Part of me thought that maybe he would try a bunt attempt, but after that, probably not.
The infield is in on the grass. The 0-1. Swing and a drive center field. Back goes McElpatrick. He looks up, makes the grab. Carpenter tanks from third, and the throw doesn't even go home. Mat-Su leads 5-2. Sebastian Tomerlin produces with a sacrifice fly, and that boosts the Mat-Su lead to 3.
That is huge. That is so big out of Seabass to send that ball far enough to score Carpenter. That is a big-time insurance run.
And that big-time play brings up someone who has had big moments today. 2 for 3, Alex Thurston. He had not started in over a week, but he got the tap from head coach LeBrun today. Lefty on the bump, righty at the dish, runner on second, 2 away. The pitch. He waits on a fastball high and away, called a strike. 5-2 the Miners lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Mat-Su fans hope that this is the last time they see their Miners bat in the semifinal. Costello readies, takes a heavy breath, glove at his shoulders, kicks high and fires. Swing and a sharp shot through to center field. Tucker rounds third, charging for the plate. The relay home is way offline. Mat-Su leads by 4, and Alex Thurston has his 3rd hit of the day. Alex Thurston had not started in over a week. Head coach Ty LeBrun told him he wanted him to play because Caleb Hannes, his Valparaiso teammate, had played in 10 straight games and needed an off day. And an elimination game, he stepped through in a huge moment. 6-2 Miners. Here comes left-handed hitting shortstop Emilio Barreras with a 4-run cushion. Costello, pitching from the stretch, fires. Swing and a pop-up. Center field, McElpatrick awaits. 2 hands up, he makes the grab, but that can't erase Mat-Su's damage. A 2-run inning makes it a 4-run lead for the Miners entering the 9th inning. Mat-Su sits just 3 outs away from a trip to the championship. And on comes Mario Bejarano to seal the deal. 6-2 Miners will be back in just a moment for what could be the last half inning of this series. The Mat-Su Miners are back on the road for the series finale with the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks. That's not just the 3 games that they'll have played this weekend, but the entire season. With Austin Barrick, I'm Jesse Cook. You could call this the most important day of the 2023 regular season in the ABL. It's a doubleheader for first place between the visiting Mat-Su Miners and the home Anchorage Glacier Pilots. Live from Mulcahy Stadium, I'm Jesse Cook alongside Austin Barrick. And the Miners sit a half game behind these Glacier Pilots, so if Mat-Su wins Game 1, then Game 2 certainly matters. These teams will have first place up in the air, but if Game 1 goes the way of the home crowd, then Game 2 does not matter in the slightest, except to see some experimentation on the field. It's not over until the Miners win. That's their mindset, but the Glacier Pilots might have other plans, looking for a three-peat. They can clinch that 3rd straight ABL title with a win today. With Austin Barrick, I'm Jesse Cook, and we're on the verge of possibly an ABL champion, although if you're a Mat-Su fan, you hope you don't see that until Sunday afternoon tomorrow. Believe it or not, we're back at Herman Brothers Field for some baseball. With Austin Barrick, I'm Jesse Cook, and I guess the first place Miners and the fourth place Oilers aren't allowed to play normal games. This is the third doubleheader between the two, after Saturday was the fourth rainout between these two squads, and as a result, these teams will play one fewer game than the schedule normally would allow. So there's supposed to be 10 matchups between Mat-Su and the Peninsula, but because of so many rainouts, there will only be 9, and there's supposed to be 40 games in each of these teams' regular seasons. Well, that's down to 39, but it's been 3 days off for the Miners. Well, you said that Mat-Su has been feasting on Chugiak. That feast could have filled an entire banquet hall, an entire stadium on Saturday. Alex Vergara had a home run. Sebastian Tomerlin had a home run. Caleb Hanna's hit one. The Miners clobbered the ball. Caden Carpenter almost knocked one out of the park, but right fielder Brayden Broom brought it back. Mat-Su brought the fireworks this weekend. And there are some things about that second game that we already know. Mat-Su head coach Ty LeBrun, who, by the way, just won head coach of the year for the first time in his 5-year career, has confirmed that Landon Guggenmoss, a native to Palmer, Alaska, will make his first appearance of the season. He was a last-second add for these Miners, and he spent the year playing for the Palmer Legion team against high school pitching. As for the Glacier Pilots, Anchorage head coach Garrick Mosiello has also confirmed that we may see some position players pitch in Game 2. These are win or lose scenarios. We will see some experimentation in that second leg, even if it decides first place. That's right. You mentioned this stat to me earlier, that Mat-Su was just 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Another stat that didn't bode well for Mat-Su was that Anchorage had 8 of its 9 starting batters reach base by way of a hit in that game. Let's take a look back at what Ty LeBrun had to say after the Game 1 loss. Oh yeah, he was flying around the bases too. He's such a fast guy. And Mat-Su's starter, Drew Christo, he usually throws pretty hard, up above 95 miles an hour every now and then, but he struggled of late. His last start wasn't too bad. He went 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 run allowed, but he walked 5. Mat-Su needs to do better in a lot of facets in this game. We talked about the base running mistakes. The bats were not great with runners in scoring position. Remember, earlier in this season, in the month of June, Mat-Su averaged stranding 5 runners in scoring position every game. I talked to him a couple days ago in one of our episodes of the Valley Chats, and the Nebraska native said that the key to winning for him really is to stop thinking. The Nebraska right-hander said that that's what works best for him, and against a team that has the best batting average in the ABL at a .280 mark in the Glacier Pilots, maybe that's the key, because if you overthink, maybe that's how they make their money. Mat-Su as a team has boosted its batting average since the beginning of the month from a .208 mark to a .248 team mark. That's 40 points in the span of 4 weeks. But it didn't come in handy the last time the Miners played. Let's take a trip back to Friday night right here at Mulcahy Stadium when the Miners lost it late game to the Bucks. And I looked through some old pictures, some old athletic photos. You've got long hair now, but what happened to the mullet?
Yeah, the mullet. I mean, it's kind of here. I still got it on the sides. Nothing like I had, you know, I think you're talking about senior year of football. I had, you know, a legitimate mullet, and that was one of the things. It's actually a tradition that we do at Elkhorn, my high school. The seniors on the football team always get kind of a crazy haircut when the playoffs start, so that was my go-to choice. But kind of starting to bring it back this summer. Definitely not as impressive as the one in high school was.
Not yet.
Not yet, yes.
In high school, you had an incident at second base where there was an awkward slide.
Oh,
Guy's cleats came up
Yeah.
and got you, and that broke 3 bones in your face.
Yeah.
And you couldn't eat solid food for like a month. Anyone else would probably quit baseball, have a negative outlook, but you came back within, what, 2 months?
Yeah, I came back. So originally, there's a catcher threw the ball to second. I tried to make the tag. I kind of dove into the runner, which I don't know why I did that. I know his cleat hit me like right in my face, ripped the inside of my mouth. What's it called? A tooth was actually pushed in, broke my cheekbone, my eyepiece right here, which I didn't even know at the time when I got to the first hospital. So pretty much it happened, and I was just laying there, and I was just, gushing out blood, which is not a pretty sight. But my first reaction was just so bizarre because I just said, just bring me a towel, I'm fine.
And Alaska's a league with some pretty good history. You've got former major leaguers like Tom Seaver, Dave Winfield, Aaron Judge, Barry Bonds. What does it mean to you to be a part of a history like that?
Yeah, no, that means a lot. I was actually talking to my host family about that the other night. We were going through the alumni of this league, and it's historic. I mean, it's been around for a long time. Like you said, Barry Bonds, Randy Johnson, everyone's been up here. So to play in a league like this, it's I would say a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but here I am again playing for the second time. But it's just a lot of fun, yeah.
And what brought you back here?
So Ty texted me a couple times early on in the summer, and I talked to my coaches at Lipscomb back at school, and we kind of decided that I was just going to take a little summer off, maybe, go into the Cape a little bit later after the draft happens and stuff like that. But after sitting at home for a couple weeks, and, obviously I was working out and hitting and stuff like that, but I just really missed playing,
I'm good now. I mean, I can still smile, so I'm glad about that. So
that's a great outlook. What do you think kept you going strong throughout all those surgeries and those months of recovery?
Just staying hungry, man. I mean, I know at the time I was only a freshman, but I had, I have dreams, I have goals, and that kept me alive, man.
I just kind of, missed the game.
Did you feel like there was any adjustment period? Because you hit a home run in your first game back.
Yeah, well, it wasn't too big of a gap. I think I only took, 2 or 3 weeks off. And in that span, I was hitting every day and stuff like that. So to come back up here, I will say getting used to seeing a live arm after 3 weeks is a kind of a big jump. Even during the season, when you take 3, 4, 5 days off, you don't have a game. That first at bat when you come back is always a little tough. But yeah, I saw the ball well, continue to see the ball well, and just having a lot of fun.
And you're not the only returner from the 2022 team. So first, yes, assistant coach Kyle Watson and head coach Tyler Brunn, but also catcher Steven Lancia. What's it like playing with him again? Mat-Su Miners win on the road at Chugiak with one of the most electrifying dubs of the year, a come-from-behind 6-4 victory. I'm Jesse Cook. With me is Mario Bejarano, and you were one of many guys doing something you hadn't done in a while. Mario is normally a left-handed reliever, but you came up at the plate as a designated hitter. Got your first RBI and your first hit.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big opportunity. I feel like you shouldn't take any opportunity for granted, But I went out there with the mindset where I need to have fun, Just take it off, have fun at the end of the day, and not feel like I have to hold so much on my shoulders, And we did that today. Even after coming back, I felt like we still had it in us. And when that ninth inning came, we stroked, and we came back and won. So.
Yeah, it was a big win. Come from behind victory. First time you guys did it in the ninth. Where do you think that rally came from? Mat-Su has its back up against the wall after losing game 1 of the championship series, which means if the Miners lose again, it's over. With head coach Tyler Brunn, I'm Jesse Cook. Mat-Su lost 4-1, and it seemed like today was characterized by some early mental errors.
Yeah, the base running blunders did not help. Definitely frustrating all the way around. First and second, no out, and we don't get anything done out of it. That definitely sucked the wind out of us, took the wind out of us.
Yeah, that was electrifying. What was the atmosphere like in the dugout after that?
It was electric, especially when the bullpen came down. Everybody just kind of got closer, and everybody just felt like they were all in the game at the same time. So I thought it was amazing.
It was fun to watch, and you looked like you were having fun at the plate. What do you think was the best part of this experience today?
Honestly, just changing my mindset after the first at-bat.
It almost feels like a college dorm experience if you cut the rooms in half.
Yeah, if you cut them in half and took off the ceiling and took off the doors, that's basically what it was like in Kenai, but it was a great time.
Yeah, it was packed together. Drew Christo, Jesse Cook with you, Valley Chats episode 3. Now, moving back to your family history, so your dad was a great football player, so were you, and basketball. You've got that 3-sport athlete background. How do you think that affects you on the field? And how's the arm feeling after the hit?
That's nothing. It feels good. I mean,
that's nothing. He's a tough one. Mario Bejarano, after the Miners won 6-4 on the road at Chugiak to maintain control of first place.
I like our chances tomorrow. I see us playing Sunday, and then who knows when you get to Game 3. So.
It's top of the world playoffs. Just about anything can happen. That's head coach Tyler Brunn. I'm Jesse Cook. The Miners play for their lives Saturday at 4.